Namaste Yatirajaya. Namaskar. Vivekananda Namaste Yatirajaya. Vivekananda Surya. Sachit Sukha Swarupaya Swami. Namaskaram Namaste. Namaste Yatirajaya. Namaste Yatirajaya. Vivekananda Suraye. Vivekananda Suraye. Sachit Sukha Swarupaya. Sachit Sukha Swarupaya. Swami ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾವು ಯೋಗದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ಅದು ಯಾರು ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಏನು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿ ಏನು ಅಷ್ಟು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಷ್ಟು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ಸ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ಲ ನಾನು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? ಥಮ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್, ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್ಸ್, ಹೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಥಂಬ್, ರಿಲೀಸ್ ದ ಲೋವರ್ 4 fingers over your knuckle area, connect to chest. 4 seconds breathing in, 4 seconds hold the breath, 4 seconds exhalation. ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ? 4-4-4ಗೆ 1 ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಆ ಥರ 20 ಸಲ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 20 ಸಲ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಫಸ್ಟ್ 1 ಮಂತ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ನೆನಪಿಡ್ತಾ? ನಾನು ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಇದು ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕ್ ಅಂತ. ಇದು ಯಾವ ಥರ ಅಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ದು ವಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಬ್ರೀದಿಂಗ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 4 ಸೆಕೆಂಡು ಉಸಿರು ತೊಗೋಬೇಕು, 4 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, 4 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಬಿಡಬೇಕು. ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೈಂಡ್ ಒಂದು ಫೋಕಸಿಂಗ್ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು 4 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ನಾನು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. 4 ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ಮೈ ಬ್ರೀದಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್, 4 seconds ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ಮೈ ಹೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬ್ರೆತ್, 4 seconds ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಲೇಷನ್. ಈ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು. ಮೈಂಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಇನ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್. ಇಫ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್, ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ರೆಡ್ಯೂಸ್ಡ್. Number of thoughts of the past or future can be reduced. So mind ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾಮ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸೈಲೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ, that much it will be beneficial. ಕನ್ನಡ ಮತ್ತು ಎರಡು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. So how much mind will go into silence, that much more energy you derive from the cosmos. ಅದು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಂದರೆ we need to increase our study skills or capacity to re-express what we have studied. And I'll teach you some technique to increase the short-term memory as well as long-term memory. ಯಾರು ಒಬ್ಬರು ಹುಡುಗರು ಡೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಬರ್ತ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಒಬ್ಬರು? ಓಕೆ. 3 ದಿವಸ ಮುಂಚೆ ಏನು ಡಿನ್ನರ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಯಾರು ಟಕ್ಕಂತ ಫಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. 3 days before what you have taken dinner? ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೇಮಾ? Usually same or different? So you have taken a little more time to answer that second question, and you have answered instantaneously about first question. We'll see why and how this happens. Brain stores information by 3 processes. One is absorption, which grabs information from the sensory input, your eyes, or your reading, or your writing, or your listening. Right? That's absorption. Once it is absorbed, it will be assimilated or digested. Assimilation is the second process. Third one is re-expression. Whenever you need this particular information, the memory, stored memory will be re-expressed back to the logical memory and you answer. Are you with me? If you have notebook, you can write down, otherwise also no problem. teaching you how to study well and how to remember well. Sorry, are you with me? So memory store, you can say short-term memory and long-term memory. Usually we have three varieties of memories. Audio, visual and mixed. So usually the process of memory storage goes like this. Audio, whatever you listen from the lectures, whatever you listen, usually if you say it's a music, it is a audio. Some people have a more of audio memory. Whatever they listen, they remember more. How many of you are like that? ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೇಳಿದ ನೆನಪಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಓದಿದ ನೆನಪಿರಲ್ಲ. So you find out who belongs to what. Some people will be visual. If they see more, if they look, if they write, or if they try to visualize and see, they can remember more. So these are second group of people who are more of a visual dominant. Some group of people are both audio visual. So depends who are you or what category you are comfortable more. That part should be enhanced. So if whoever is more confident or comfortable with audio, they should listen more. Listening to the lectures and listening to their own voice. Sometimes when you are reading, you should read loud. The people who are more audio oriented, they should read loud and then they can remember well. Okay? Are you with me? So either you should say nod or you should smile from your eyes so that I can understand your body language. Otherwise, if you are scared, you can also ask me. I am not here to just give some lecture and just go. I am here to communicate. It should be two-way. Just you had food, so there will be more blood around the stomach. So there will be little less blood to the brain. You may feel drowsy also. Correct? Sleep. So, memory has three processes: audio, visual and mixed. So this also you got to know. Absorption, assimilation and re-expression. Usual way of teaching in a modern so-called education system is more of absorption. Learn, learn, learn. All the time you will be learning. If you go to your school, from this time to this time, one lecture, 1 hour. Now after that, immediately within 5 minutes, next lecture. Within 5 minutes, next lecture. Correct? This is a process where we tend to have little less information, a little less absorption capacity. But ancient education system of India, wherein the Guru Shishya Parampara used to be there, it was totally different. Where they were giving more time for assimilation. Assimilation means brain tries to take what is important and wash out or erase what is not important. What you are wearing some 10 days before, which shirt, not important. But you will remember what gift you have got on your birthday. Correct? So that information should be stored and other information should be erased. So you need to give brain more time for assimilation. So that is the process. Say learn, play, learn. So this should be adopted. Whenever you are giving time and doing something else apart from learning, brain is working very well to store the information which you have absorbed from previous classes. Correct? So learn, play, learn is a better option than learn. So most of the students, they have a morning to evening class, schools, and evening they will go for tuition. Once they are back, they will be almost exhausted. Correct? Re-expression. Few students, is this voice okay or with mic okay? This voice of few people when they read everything, they know everything, they have studied so much so hard, but when the exam comes, when they are sitting in exams, they are not able to recollect or re-express whatever they have studied so far, and mind will go to blank. So that's also one phase where you will feel very much frustrated. I could not recollect what I have read already. And the moment you will be stepping out of exam hall, oh, it was like this, I forgot. How many of you experienced like this? Correct. Most of us, including me, used to experience all these things. That's why I could study all these study techniques since from my childhood, and I worked on myself very well. So here is an information or a study technique to increase the short-term memory also and also long-term memory. Long-term memory can be increased by repetition or rehearsal. If you are doing a Sanskrit drama or anything, you rehearse many times before you go to a final stage. It is because you already absorbed information from your eyes, ears and touch and feel, writing or other senses into your short term. And from this short term memory you are going to push the information into long term memory, wherein you can remember for long. So with this context, you need to read at least 2 to 3 times whatever you need to study in a day-to-day classes in a time difference of 10 to 1 month, so that you can push the information from a short term memory to the long term memory. I'll teach you one technique which will have a beneficial effect on some of the nadis which are essential for storing the information. Close your right nostril. Right. Close body. Just breathing in, deep breathing in and breathing out from the left. Like this. Keep doing this. Keep your eyes closed. Keep doing that. For about 10 times. Deep breathing in and breathing out. Feel the change, what's happening in your mind. Take a deep breathe in and breathe out only from the left nostril, keeping your eyes closed. Slowly stop the technique. What do you feel? You feel little calm, little relaxed. So usually right side of the nostril is defined as Surya Nadi, left side of the nostril is defined as the Chandra Nadi. It is a yoga terminology, but medical terminology, right nostril belongs to sympathetic nervous system, left nostril belongs to parasympathetic nervous system. These two are new word for you. You can write down this: parasympathetic nervous system and sympathetic nervous system. ಒಂದು ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕುಂತಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಯು ಸಿಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ರಿಲ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ಡ್ ಹಾಲ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. ಸಡನ್ಲಿ ಅ ಸ್ನೇಕ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಹಾಲ್. ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ದ ರಿಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು? Will be scared, will be alarmed, and your heart starts beating more. Your breathing will be fast, your muscles will be tense, you will be very alert, not like this. Be very alert. Some people will scream or run away, some people will try to fight and kill the snake, or some young people try to let the snake go on its own, and you keep yourself safe. So there is a nervous system in your body which will prepare you to do this when it is threatened by some external stressful situation. So that is called as stress response. Correct? Can I experience or not experience? All of us will experience this stress response most of the time, either at the level of physical body or at the level of psychology or at the level of mind. So relaxation response is something opposite of this. Whatever you feel in the stress, your heart is more. In the relaxation response, heartbeat will be relaxed, the breathing will be normal, your muscles will be smooth enough and relaxed enough, and your mind will be calm, and your breathing is regular, comfortable and unconscious, where you will not be aware of your breathing, but you will be comfortably breathing. Correct? Some 70% of primary physicians visit, where people go to a doctor and see a doctor, 70% of diseases are related to the stress. See the significance of stress in a modern life. 70% of diseases are related to the stress. In the same way, students' stress is also varying degree based on the individual aspiration of a student and the family, parents' expectation of the student, and the peer pressure. Peer pressure means one student comparing himself or herself with the other group and trying to excel in that particular field. Either it may be cycling, or it may be football, or it may be cricket, or it may be something healthy or something unhealthy also. Some boy smokes cigarette, let me also smoke. This is also kind of peer pressure. So I don't wish you to succumb to any negative forms of peer pressure where they will take you to a path of degradation. Okay. So how to avoid yourself to be dragged into negative terms? So cultivate more of a good habits wherein you will get benefited from it. Okay. So practice some of these techniques now. So there is a technique called as SQR3 technique, which is helpful for you to increase the long-term memory. Are you interested to know what it is? Hold your hands like this. Interlock all the fingers. There is a middle finger. Hold like this. So this is called as Matangi Mudra. Matangi means Mata is a mother. Interlock. Keep your middle finger up. Each part in the next. Last time I ಹೇಳಿಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ 5 ಬಾಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. Physical body, vital body, emotional body, intellectual body and bliss body. ಇದೇನಾಗ್ತದೆ, you are trying to attract higher cosmic energy to help you. It is like antenna. Some people have juttu. Remember, juttu is an antenna to receive higher cosmic energy. ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು bioelectrical energy ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಕಾರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಒಂದು ಇರುತ್ತಂತೆ ಖಂಡಿತ. That's also antenna to receive radio waves. So juttu will also activate a gland called as the pineal gland. Is there here? There. So hold like this. You are receiving higher energies or some soothing effect from the nature towards your heart. Then you feel calm. Your elbows should be in a straight line. Back should be straight. Keep holding like this. Where it will make you alert. At the same time you experience what changes you are feeling in your hand. You feel a pulling sensation here, both the sides, and after some time you feel a heat effect in your hands. So you keep holding this posture and listen to me. So whenever you are studying some particular chapter, follow this technique for you to remember more and for you to cheat the brain to remember more at the level of long-term memory. Okay. Yes is survey or scan. Q is may I get? Here is the question. R. R. Technique goes like this. Any chapter we are taking, first chapter, whatever is the subject, scan that particular chapter. What are the main headings and introduction, whatever abstract it has given in that particular book, in 1 to 2 minutes. You just go into any book you have, any book you have. Subject. Rulers of the world. This is very simple book, not very advanced book, but it is very, very simple. First chapter talks about Lincoln. So when I open it, there is not much information. They are not differentiated into